I would like to call this meeting to order. Good morning, everyone. I hereby call this meeting of the OSHA Committee to order. Thank you all for being here today as we address critical issues concerning workplace safety. Let's begin with the roll call. Mr. Lukman, please proceed.
Okay, so present today are Abraham Biraj Victor as the chairperson, myself, Muhammad Lemah Haziq bin Cik Lam as the secretary, Muhammad Imam bin Muhammad Berhati, Muhammad Faris Zafran bin Faizal, and lastly Ani Hasif bin Ahmad Sabi. We have a quorum.
Thank you. Before proceeding, let us note any apologies for absence. Mr. Secretary, please share if any members have sent their regrets.
So, for everyone information, we have received apologies from Kina Fisah binti Sabri Ali, who is unable to attend due to medical appointment.
Thank you for noting that. Now, let us move on to reviewing the minutes of the previous meeting. I trust everyone has reviewed the minutes from our last meeting.
Yes.
Are there any corrections or amendments required?
I think it's nothing.
I think nothing.
Just
For
nothing.
now, it's nothing.
Yes.
Okay. If there are no further changes, may I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Yes.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And seconded by? Thank you. The meetings are approved as presented. Now let us address any matters arising from the previous meeting. One key matter arising from our last meeting was the task assigned to Mr. Zafran to identify a suitable venue for our upcoming team building event. Mr. Zafran, could you provide us with an update, please?
Yeah, certainly. I have shortlisted 3 potential venues that align with our requirement for accessibility, capacity, and budget. I will present a detailed comparison during the next meeting for final approval.
Wonderful. Thank you for the update. We appreciate your efforts on this. Now, let us move on to the agenda for today's meeting. Let's begin with an overview of the incident. Mr. Lukman, could you please summarize the electrical shock incident?
Certainly. On 9 January 2025, a worker was fatally injured due to contact with an uninsulated electrical wire by performing maintenance tasks. Initial findings indicate a lack of proper lockout procedures and insufficient PPE.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Zafran, could you provide an overview of the construction site incident, please?
Yes. On 9 January 2025, ice scaffolding collapsed at Bandar Bukit Tinggi, Kelang, Selangor, resulted in the death of a forest worker and injuries to 3 others. Preliminary investigation suggests structural instability and potential language barrier affecting communication on safety protocol.
Let's discuss the root cause of the incidents related to the structural design and material. What are our preliminary findings?
The root cause lies in the use of substandard materials and insufficient reinforcement of structures. There was also a lack of periodic quality inspections.
Adding to this, there were inadequate design reviews before construction began. This led to weak structural integrity.
Furthermore, cost-cutting measures by contractor often lead to the selection of lower quality material, which compromise safety. We need to address this systemic issue.
For me, cost cutting is an excuse. If contractors know penalties are in place, They will avoid using low quality materials. The real issue is the lack of enforcement and accountability.
Yeah, penalties alone won't solve this problem. Without proper design reviews, even high quality materials can fail. We need to focus on approving design at the engineering level.
Both are important, but if contractors are willing to invest in quality, design review won't matter. We need to tackle this from multiple angles.
Let's keep the discussion constructive. It is clear we need measures for both design reviews and material enforcement. Now, let's move on to recommendations.
Yeah, that's right, everyone. So let's remain calm. So here we could implement mandatory design reviews by a certified engineers and enforce the use of high-grade material approved by regulatory bodies.
Periodic quality inspection by third-party professional should also be mandated to ensure compliance with safety standards.
I'm not agree with that because third-party inspection are costly and could delay the projects. Supervisors should be trained to carry out inspection themselves.
Yeah, supervisors might miss critical issue due to limited expertise. Third-party inspection ensure objectivity and trueness.
Both points are valid. We'll recommend a combination: supervisors for regular checks and third parties for milestone inspections. Agreed?
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, I agree with that.
Great.
Combine.
Yeah.
Here's what I propose. First off, mandatory design certification by licensed engineers from the Board of Engineers Malaysia. Second, regular audits of material quality by authorized auditors. Next, establishing a schedule for third-party inspections during big construction milestones. And lastly, introducing a strict penalty system for non-compliance. Does this address your concerns?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yes, everything else.
Great. Mr. Rani.
Yeah, hello. Where? Yeah, I'm at a meeting right now.
So,
Wait.
Sir,
Yeah, I just call you back later. Alright. Okay, goodbye. Alright.
Excuse me, Mr. Ani. I must address this matter. Taking personal calls during a meeting is highly disruptive and shows a lack of respect for the time and effort of everyone present. I understand that emergencies can arise, but unless it is urgent, I expect all members to remain focused and engaged in our discussion. This behavior will not be tolerated anymore after this. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, Chairman. I'm sorry for that behavior just now. I promise I don't repeat again.
And I just hope that this is a warning to all of you all as well to have a professional behavior during meetings.
yes.
Sorry again.
Apology accepted. Moving on. Now let's turn to the issues concerning machinery and equipment handling in the electrical lab. What are our findings?
Our finding is the primary issue in the lack of proper maintenance schedule for machinery, leading to equipment failures, and there's also insufficient training on equipment handling.
Adding to this, some machinery is outdated and lacks modern safety features.
Moreover, the lab environment are oftenly crowded, increasing the likelihood of accident. There's need to optimize the workspace for safer equipment handling.
We've been talking about training for years, but nothing changes. The problem is outdated machinery. Just replace them and the risk will decrease dramatically.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. By replacing machinery is not a quick fix. It's expensive and time consuming. Training is the most immediate solution to minimize risks.
Training won't fix machines that are fundamental unsafe. If the equipment fail, even the best trained staff can prevent the accident.
Let's focus. Take a breath. Calm down, everyone. Both upgrading machinery and enhancing training are necessary. We need a balance. We need yin and yang to address the root cause effectively.
Yeah, everyone, let's remain calm. Here we recommend implementing regular maintenance check and replacing outdated machinery with the latest version, a safer alternative.
A comprehensive training program for all personnel handling machinery should be made mandatory. Clear protocol for emergency handling must also be established.
To complement this, we could introduce a system of digital logs to monitor maintenance schedule and ensure accountability.
Good points. Let's finalize the action plan. Here's the proposed plan. First, we should have a scheduled routine maintenance for all machinery, regardless of its age or type. Next, we should replace outdated equipment with models adhering to current safety standards. Even though it may be expensive, but we need to do this to overcome these issues. Next, we should launch a comprehensive training program for machine operators, including emergency response procedures. And we can teach this in the industry straight away to the workers. And lastly, we should implement digital logging systems to track maintenance and equipment use. This method will be slightly expensive, but like our friend Mr. Anik said, it will promote accountability. Does everyone agree with this plan?
Yes, I agree.
This seems comprehensive. I'm agree.
It's cover both immediate and long-term needs, so I'm on the board and agree with this.
Yeah, this strikes a good balance. So let's move forward with it.
Excellent. We have a unanimous agreement on this action plan. So now, since we have finished the big chunk of our meeting, I would like to move on to our any other business. And this time, I would like to take this chance to talk about our upcoming program, which is the team building program. And I would like to delegate some work. So, as we know, Mr. Zafran already has his work cut out for him to find the venue. So, I would like to give some work to the other members. First of all, Mr. Lukman, I would like for you to create a Google form for all the attendees who will be coming for the program. In the Google form, I expect to have basic details, limitations of the person, and also an emergency contact number in case anything happens. Other than that, I would also like for you to arrange for transportation, whether it be buses, vans, or however, just make sure we can get to the venue on the day. I estimate a total of, let's say, 4 to 5 buses for an estimate of about 200 people for this team building event. Hopefully, we can get enough people to join this event. And I also expect you to get a quotation for the buses and present it in our next meeting. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
Great. Next, Mr. Iman.
Yes, sir.
I know you are known in our company as the foodie, so I would like to take this chance to put you in charge of the food and beverage for this function. Please take note, you are required to provide breakfast, lunch, tea and dinner for a total of approximately 200 people. Please keep in mind, our company consists of vegetarians, non-vegetarians, people who can eat spicy food, people who cannot take spicy food, and people with severe food allergies. I expect you to get a proper catering service, for example from our previous program, Gordon reservations, and get a proper menu and present it in the next meeting. I estimate a total of 60 to 70 ringgit per person for breakfast, lunch, tea and dinner. It would be great if you can do this as soon as possible so you can get a proper discount maybe if you come earlier.
Don't worry about that because I have a friend that work in that company of the catering company.
Oh,
So we can have a big discount maybe.
wow, that's fantastic. Thank you. Lastly, Mr. Anik,
Yeah.
the cool photography man. So,
Thank you.
I would like to put you in charge of photography. First of all, I would like you to get either a team of photographers, whether from our company or outsourced, and I would like for a big printed picture to be framed and hung in our office. I expect the photo to be a decent size, maybe like this, by like this. Yeah. I'm sure you will look into it, don't worry. And after that, I would like for you to compile the pictures into a Google Drive, so it's easier for the staff to access and download. And this will make your life easy because people know you, and I'm sure you don't want people to be messaging you where are the photos, so this would make your life easier.
Yeah.
And lastly, this is not part of photography, but I know that you know where to find all these very cool gifts to give people. So I would like for you to give an appreciation gift. Sorry, not gift, but to find an appreciation gift to give the host of the venue. I estimate the price of this to be below 500 ringgit. It could be anything. It could be vouchers, or it could be free consultations from our own company to assess the venue of the place. Anything below 500 is acceptable. But if you do find anything interesting more than 500 ringgit, I suggest you come and consult with me first before proceeding. And I expect you to present your findings in the following meeting.
Alright. Just that?
Yes, that's all. Is that okay?
Alright. Thank you for the information.
These incidents are a sobering reminder of the importance of workplace safety. It is our duty to ensure that such tragedies do not happen again. This is to protect the lives and families of unsuspected victims who fall victim for failing to comply with OSH. Thank you for your dedication for this cause. The next meeting is scheduled in 2 weeks' time. This meeting is now adjourned.
Meeting adjourned at 4:45 p.m.